Brothers and sisters, we are all sons, S-U-N, lowercase s for plural, sons of God, in every form, every shape. God creates all. God does not destroy. God does not hold over you a power to take away. God's energy flows from the sun as induction. That's how we would explain it in the words we have in this vocabulary. The stars are God and the energy that flows as God projects his breath out. One God, capital G-O-D. God's energy flows through all, creates all. Heaven and earth. That's all there is. 2 parts, 3-body problem. Heaven, earth, God. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. A triangle always has been a 3-body problem. 3 points to a triangle and you have a perfect circle. The loop closes. We understand, yes? Geometry. God has always shown us. Right down to the symmetry in an apple, a persimmon. How Fibonacci is expressed in an artichoke. How an artichoke is a thistle that some would say the meaning of that is a weed. Others would say it's one of the sweetest treats they have and one of the best harvests they hope for. Some say it's a weed and want to kill it. And some say it's one of the sweetest harvests we have and one that we hope for. I'm literal. I'm phonetic. Do not change the meaning of my words. Do you understand me? Love to all brothers and sisters. Islam, radical Islam, any form of radicalism, any form of acting out in the world with an incendiary device, with an explosive device with a power that multiplies, an explosive device that has a range or a distance, a detonation device that can be delayed or otherwise triggered, is and has always been against God's will and against God's word. Do you understand me? I am literal. I am phonetic. When we practice and understand God, we understand clearly the purity of the life we need to live. No artificial words either. Go back to Sanskrit and Hebrew and slow down on the translations. Slow down on the translations. Get back the core and root understanding. Radicalized Islam. Any Islam, Muslim, any brother or sister seen by another as being radical, consider, turn it around. Turn it around. You call that radical, turn around. What does that look like calling this radical? Okay? That's only 2 points. You don't have your triangle yet. You don't have your triangle yet. You don't have a loop. If you don't have a loop, you don't have a life cycle. If you don't understand your life cycle, you don't know where you're coming from or where you're going to. You have to understand with clarity the map of your world to navigate it, yes? When we say we're going to blow up, detonate, shoot bombs over, there is only a way. One way that God has ever shown or discussed. It goes back to the Iliad. It's seemingly written about, as I read it, I am phonetic, I am literal. As I have read the Quran, as I've talked to brothers in Hinduism and read Kama Sutra and practiced. I'm human. That's what we're here for, is to experience the universe, the Eden that God created for us in balance. Not to take. What's the Kama Sutra? What's yoga? What's meditating? What's tantric understanding and being? What's acupuncture? Who looks radical now? You can't put the phone down or take the big Slurpee out of your mouth? That's radicalism. You can't stop spending more. You're so addicted. That's radicalism. And then you're going to turn your other cheek and say, you're going to turn your other cheek and say, left brain, right brain. You're going to change your mind and say, that's radicalism. Stop. 1, 2. Put up the mirror. What's radicalism? What's being radicalized? What does it mean? Not how do you interpret it. It doesn't matter how you interpret it. I am phonetic. I am literal. We are sons of God. S-U-N, lowercase s. God's energy flows out as induction from the sun and makes all matter. And all that matters makes us and gives support and rise to our consciousness, our awareness, our ability to see and connect. Yes, brothers and sisters, God will provide all and has on this heaven and earth and Eden, and the next and the next and the next, as we recombobulate and find our understanding. We are all virgins. We all wait for each other when we live a life of purity. Do we understand? We are all virgins born to this Eden, fractured like a prism. God's energy fractured as a prism to create all the colors of his beautiful creatures. And when his creatures live in balance, they make safe all wombs and Gaia, and they provide for future outcomes. They make sure there's space for the river to keep flowing. Do you understand? I am literal, I am phonetic. Open the rivers and let them flow? Yeah, let the rivers flow. Who cares? God doesn't. Let them flow so freely it never matters again. God didn't say close off the rivers. There's a version where some people parted a sea. We've done that, but in that story we closed it back up and we kept going. Vectors, it's okay. But we don't leave that sea parted and we don't keep polluting it. And no matter how committed we are to God, or our belief in our experience of our one true God, there is absolutely no way that you could be present and understand, that you could breathe slowly 3 times out, that you could make your meal prayers, that you could suffer your fasting. Brothers and sisters, there's no way you can expend your energy on these rituals and fail to see, as you all have seen, God is in you. God flows through you. God creates all. We create war, misinformation, tokens, tokenization, chasing, wanting, greed. Many words, one meaning. These 7 deadly sins, they say, are this way or that. Live with this or live without. I'm literal. I'm phonetic. Read across all of it and ask the question, what is the one thing that God says, that God seems to mean, that God means, that we say God said, even of the atheists that still pedal a bicycle, or get in a car, or get put in a car? You have to see. You have always seen. It's in you. The ability to reason and understand, to make a triangle, to connect the dots, to consider that what I see now and what I see then, it's not enough to fully understand. So let me go understand with one other perspective. Any little thing in your life where you've added that third body, that third perspective, and then you've talked with openness, anything you can remember where it went better, you felt more relaxed, your energy felt calmer, and then you had the ability to reach out and do more with and for others. Okay? Do you remember what you were predicting your life would be like before COVID? Are you still predicting your life as if it is still within COVID? Do you remember what families predicted when they first got here on the ship? Or are you predicting what the credit card receipt looks like now? Are you predicting what your great-great-great-grandparents wrote about in their journals? Some of us are still searching for and trying to find and understand and translate. What are you searching for? Stop looking for time. There's no more of it. There never was. It's not real. We live in a 3-dimensional world, yes. The 4th dimension is not time the way we call it. It's not. We don't even all measure it quite the same way. And if you put it in an airplane and fly it around, it doesn't even track it the same way. The 4th dimension, we will come to understand, is the geometry, is the induction, is the flow of God's energy through the universe. Us getting to see it from this side, it does not mean we're going to meet God. I think it means we're getting ready to understand that we have not yet left the Garden of Eden. I'm literal. I am phonetic. Do not change the meaning of my words. We have not yet left the Garden of Eden. Do we understand? I'm literal. I am phonetic. Love to all brothers and sisters. Find your inner peace. We first learn our environment in the very tip tail of our spine. When we dig down deep, we can find our trauma packed in there. Yes, we can. Look up the biology of it. We are born as assholes. Uranus. Anus. Gee, we keep trying to tell ourselves this joke so we'll remember. Hey, little assholes. I love you. We first multiply into a couple of cells that form our anus. And as our spinal cord attaches and grows, we are literally learning to predict and act so that we can coordinate our trajectory through this space. And as we come to better understand what that 4th dimension is measured as, we will come to see that things like ADHD and being on the spectrum are gifts of God. Stop popping and pushing the pills. Lay off the plastic bottles. Get done with the oil. We were never predicted to use it. That's not what it was there for. We know that. We always did. The energy flows through us. It's all around us. Go have a cookout this weekend. Plant a garden. Plant a garden in your neighbor's yard. Help a neighbor plant a garden. Go have a cookout with a neighbor. Go see eye to eye. You and I are naturally intelligent. Universally so. Love to all brothers and sisters. Peace.